So GoHighLevel is my favorite software of all time. If you run an agency, you absolutely need it. But when you're first starting out, and especially if you haven't run an agency before, it's kind of like look at it and you're like, do I really need this? Like, how do I use it? And I already made a video on every single feature inside of HighLevel. But what I wanted to do in this video is actually show what I do in my agency and how it works on a day-to-day basis in a realistic sense. And my hope is by the end of the video that by watching what I do, you'll get a bunch of ideas for your agency so that you can understand how to use it for yourself. Awesome. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so here we are inside of the HighLevel dashboard. Don't pay attention to these numbers. They're not accurate for me. But what I want to explain first is that there's an umbrella account, which is your HighLevel account. That's what you pay $97, $297, or $497 a month for. If you're on the $297 or $497 plans, then you can have unlimited sub accounts for as many clients as you want to bring on or other businesses that you want to start. Doesn't matter. Different locations of a business. Unlimited sub accounts just for paying $297 a month, which is very, very cool. When you get to $497 a month, that's where you get this next thing on the dashboard, which is the SaaS configurator, where I can come in here and create my own software product, put the pricing for it, decide how much I want to resell text and calls for and emails for, decide what features I want to offer and which plans, etc. So if you want to check out my white labeled version here it is. People can come to the pricing page, select which one they'd like, check out, and sign up, and then it will automatically create a sub account for them, which would live right here. And I would be able to go in and access because I have the umbrella account over everything. Now, most of the accounts that we create don't actually come from the SaaS side of things or people just coming to this website, signing up and, automatically having an account created. Most of them come because we sell a higher ticket plan, which is Facebook ads and all of the features inside HighLevel as this one bundled thing. And then we set up the account for them because we're charging them a lot more. So let's quickly go through all of these menu links here. Inside accounts, what's really cool is you can see all of these accounts here. If I clicked on this one, you can see more of the details about this. If we want to resell Yext or resell WordPress, we don't really do that, but just letting you know that it's there. What is cool is you can see this specific client looks different than the rest of the clients. And that is because they are on SaaS mode. So I'm actually rebilling them at a 5 times multiple for every single time they send a text. I am charging them 5 times more than they would typically get with Twilio. And so I get, I profit, looks like a little over 3 cents when somebody calls them per minute, and about 5 cents when they call out and 3 cents when they send a text message. So that's pretty cool. Then you can also see what SaaS mode gives you the ability to do is enable and disable different features for clients, depending on what plan they're on. They might have access to everything, but then you could come in here and customize it as well for them, depending on what you need or what that client needs or wants. All right, very cool. Then we've got account snapshots. I'm going to come back to this one. Reselling, this is Yext, which is like local citations. Just look it up if you don't understand what that is. WordPress, which is really cool that they put that in there. This is just a lot better for SEO than the original website option they had. Marketplaces here, I don't use this. You can buy different services from HighLevel's backend agency. They have a tech team that will fulfill for you. Affiliate portal, I can see my affiliates. If you're not an affiliate yet, I would love to have you join. Just click the link below. Partners, these are just badges you can get. They used to kind of use this partner thing, but they don't anymore. University, you can see courses here. SaaS Education, SaaS Fast Track, again, just courses about that. And then ideas, this is where you come in and submit, hey, I want this to be added to HighLevel. And then you can see I have all of these links here that aren't probably on your dashboard if you have an account. These we've added as custom menu links, so they're inside of each sub account. So if one of our clients is like, hey, I want to, check out the ortho patient support portal, which is my company, then they can come in here, go to the knowledge base, click on different articles and learn about how we do things. If they want to go to the Facebook group, they can do that. If they want to schedule a call with us, it clicks here, and then they can schedule a call with our team. If they want to submit content, so this is like them, putting more photos so that we can put them on their ads. And then this last one, lead flow tutorials, this is where they click in and they'd be able to watch how to set everything up themselves if they're just purely a software client, not one of those higher ticket Facebook ads clients. Awesome. Now let's dive into settings. I'll just show you a few things here. This is your profile, nothing super fancy here. This is your company. This is where I have white labeled. I can put in the logo there. I can put the company website, the white label domain. I can toggle between themes, and then I can also optimize the experience depending on, which of these I want on or off here. Then if we come to team, you'll see all of the people that are added on every single one of the sub accounts that I have. So this is how to manage this all in one spot. I'll show you how to manage it a little bit better in a different place, and that's where we'll do it. Billing, pretty self-explanatory. Snapshots, again, I'm going to show you pretty soon, but this is where they all live. Twilio settings, Mailgun settings, SMTP service, same as Mailgun. I don't know why they have it separate. And then affiliate stuff here, all of this other stuff you don't really need to worry about, except this custom menu link, which is what I mentioned. We've added all of these different ones, and we've shown where the URL goes, and that automatically adds it on the side there. Very cool. All right, now let's go through the process of what it would be like for us onboarding a new client. So we just signed a client today. What am I going to do to actually get them on board with LeadFlow or with HighLevel, get them using it, get leads flowing through it, all that kind of thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is come here to accounts, and then I'm going to click add account. Then I'll come here to own snapshots, and I'm going to use our most recent snapshot here. And then let's say the name of the new client is, I don't know, Smith Orthodontics. Sorry, Smith Orthodontics in Beaver Creek, Ohio. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up for you. And then it's going to ask for their first name and last name in here in the account info. So I'm just going to put in Smith Orthodontics, and then I'll put in my own email here. Save. And you can see the time zone's been saved there. All of this info is saved automatically. Awesome. So now this shows up here, and you can see I can toggle SaaS mode off and on, and it's going to prompt me with this. Hey, if you want to convert this with SaaS, you need to add an admin, and then also, add their payment details and all that. We're not doing that in this case because I'm showing you how we set it up in our typical workflow. So now I'm going to click here to switch to sub account. I could also come here and just search for Smith Orthodontics, and it would take me there. All right, great. So this has created a new sub account for us for Smith Orthodontics. And if you come in here to automation and workflows, oh, what? All of the campaigns that I've ever created are already inside here? Mind blowing. That's what a snapshot is for, guys. So this is where all the automation that we've built in specifically for our orthodontic clients live. And every time I create a snapshot, it just reproduces itself here. And as I create a new account, I don't have to go redo all of that work. Now we're going to go over what's inside of these so you can see, but I want to show you a real account, like what a real account looks like in here. So I'm going to go to one of my clients out in Pennsylvania, and we're going to take a look at the very beginning from their account, what it looks like. So here we are on their dashboard. Pretty cool. So we've got opportunities here. We can see 83 people since the beginning of the year have come through. The pipeline value is nearly $200,000 that we've added. And the conversion rate here looks really low because they haven't updated things correctly in their account, looks like. And then you can see that typically there's a funnel here that will show. It's actually super confusing, so we just disabled it for our clients. The stages distribution tends to be a little bit better. And this is where you can see, okay, this is how many people are in the opt-in stage. This is how many people are in the conversation stage. This is how many people have an appointment set. This is how many people are pending treatment. This is how many have started treatment. This is how many did not start treatment, cancellation, no-show, disqualified, long-term nurturing, etc. All of these stages are in here, and I'll show you how we get these set up in just a minute. Then you can also scroll down here and see, okay, this is where the leads are coming from this date to this date. Total leads, chat widget, Facebook, website widget. These numbers aren't currently accurate. We're still trying to figure out how to make them work. This whole reporting dashboard can be a little bit finicky, but what we found works best so that clients don't get confused is just having the stages distribution and then having, opportunities, pipeline value, and conversion rate. We probably should just remove. It's also confusing to actually get this to work for clients. All right, great. Now that you understand that, let's go into the conversations dashboard here, and I'm going to show you how we generate leads and then how we follow up with those leads. So here we are. I'm going to click on this person, and we're going to scroll all the way back to the beginning of their conversation with us. So you can see the first thing it looks like they said inside of Messenger is yes, with a thumbs up. Awesome. We need a few details to show you how much it'll cost. Then they're going to this automated conversation back and forth inside of ManyChat. I'll show you how we set this up on the backside inside of ManyChat, which is a different software completely to HighLevel, but we'd love to use just HighLevel for this, but this is so robust and just works a lot better. So this is why we use this. HighLevel doesn't really have this functionality. One of the only functionalities it doesn't have. So I'm going to come in here and I'll show you what this looks like. So somebody clicks on an ad that we have running in an area, and then it sends them this one. They might say, try the calculator. It looks like in this case, we have it set to say yes, exclamation or thumbs up there. That's great. Then it's going to ask them a bunch of questions. And then at the very end, it's going to say, we're going to collect their name, phone, and email here. And then we're going to say triggers app send to HighLevel. And then you can see we have this action inside of ManyChat. And this is a trigger zap action. So this is triggering a zap, which is inside Zapier. If you haven't heard of Zapier, basically it just connects two softwares together. So let's come in here and look at what this looks like. So we're connecting ManyChat with HighLevel, as you can see here. So lead connector is like somebody might see lead connector inside of Zapier, and so they've just called it lead connector instead of calling it HighLevel, but it's the same thing. So you can see this triggers app event is fired. Then this is what it's going to do. It's going to send it to lead connector, and it's going to put all of this information so that this is populated inside of HighLevel. And you can also see that we're adding all of these tags to the person when they come in. And you can see that one of these tags is cost calculator. This is going to be really important later because this is how we get it to actually fire within HighLevel. So they click on the ad, then they finish the bot. The bot sends a zap to Zapier. Then Zapier sends the information of the client or the patient requesting treatment from ManyChat to HighLevel. And we add this tag. Then what happens? You can see this person goes all the way through the chat bot here. They submit their date of birth, all that kind of thing. And then it says, perfect, our scheduling coordinator will reach out to you soon to confirm your free consultation. We look forward to meeting you. And then you can see the communication switches from Messenger to text with this icon right here. And then it says, hi, Ashley here. Thanks for requesting your complimentary consultation plus $250 off full treatment from this client. We can't wait to meet you. Let me look over our schedule for the week. Which days work best for you? Then it looks like we called them about 18 minutes later, left 2 voicemails. Then she said, these days work for me. Great, can I give you a call soon to finalize your consultation? She didn't respond, and we're still trying to get in touch with her. This is the reality of dealing with online leads. For those of you who are new to this, a lot of people just ghost you, even if they, we literally just called you and then you text us back and then you ghost us. Anyway, we'll get on the phone with her soon. Our protocol is to call every single day for 3 days and make sure that we follow up via text, messenger, etc., etc. You can see we're trying different methods here. This is a text. Here's a Facebook message just to see which one's going to work. But the question is, how did we get this text to fire as soon as this was done? So remember, we finish ManyChat, then it goes to Zapier, then it goes to HighLevel, and we tagged them with the tag cost calculator. Then we come here to automation. You can see this cost calculator opt-in here, cost calculator tag added. It's pretty cool. Once this is added, this starts the workflow. Now I'll walk you through this workflow and you'll see how it works. No pun intended. So the first thing in this workflow is it's going to create an opportunity, new opt-in. So you can see here in the pipeline, all leads, pipeline stage, opt-in, opportunity name, patient name, opportunity source, Facebook. So let's come to the main page again. Here we are, same client. And we're going to come to opportunities. You can see when this person comes through, they're going to be created right here in the opt-in stage. Now there's tons of stages here and I'll go through how this works and how we get this all set up. But just so you know, that's the first thing that happens. Okay, so the first thing is HighLevel's automation brain is, okay, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna create a new opt-in inside of opportunities. Then we're gonna send an email to the person doing the follow-up for these leads. Hey, hope you're having a great day. We have a new lead coming with you to follow up with. Here's all their information. You rock. I have an internal team that's calling these leads because we notice the clients just don't do it. They're lazy or they don't, they can't deal with a different type of lead than they're used to. And so we have a team that does it for them. Great. Then it's going to wait 1 minute and then it's going to send them this. Hi, contact first name, Ashley here. Thanks for requesting this plus your offer from this location. We can't wait to meet you. You've seen this text before. And the reason we wait 1 minute is just to make it seem a little bit more natural. Then we wait 0.4 minutes, so about, 15, 20 seconds. And if it's a weekday, current day of the week is weekday, then we're gonna send them this one. It looks like this day of the week at this time of day are best for you. Is that right? If you don't have this, we actually have another workflow. If we go back here, which is the one that's currently active on this account, that just comes from a different tag inside of Zapier. And it would just say, let me look over our schedule for the week. Which days work best for you? So we're trying to get them to reply to us here. And we're going to wait about 10 hours for them to reply to us. And we're reaching out sooner than those 10 hours. But if they haven't replied in 10 hours, then we're going to go down one of these two paths. But real quick, let's check out what happens if it's not a weekday. It's going to say this: hey, you've contacted outside of our normal business hours. We'll get back to you on the next business day with some scheduling options. Wait for a reply. This is a 10-hour timeout again. And then they're going to go to this same set of automations here. So if they've replied, and this 10-hour timeout isn't like it's going to wait 10 hours even if they do reply. If they reply right away, then it's going to text them back 0.2 minutes later and just say, great, can I give you a call soon to finalize your consultation? If they reply, then it's going to send another email that says, hey, it's answered this question. This is their information. Like, they're ready. Go get them. And if they don't reply, then it's going to take them to the rest of this automation. And the rest of this automation is, let's say they haven't replied after 10 hours, then it's going to wait 30 minutes. And then if it's a weekday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., as you can see there, it's going to send them another text 30 minutes later, but only if it's a weekday. So this means if they opt in over the weekend, then it's just going to text them first thing 7 a.m. on Monday morning. It's going to say, hey, just following up to make sure you're all set. What day works for your consultation? This is if they haven't responded to either of those. Then we're going to wait another 10 hours. And at 10:15 the next day, we're going to send them another text. Then we're going to wait 24 hours. And at 3:30 p.m. the next day, we're going to send them another text. And then another 10 hours. And at 11 a.m. the next day, we're going to send them this joke and just see if, it helps them get in contact with us. And the reason we do this 10 hours and then 24 hours is because the way HighLevel works is you're going to say, wait 10 hours. So it's just going to wait. And then it's going to try to run the automation. But let's say somebody opted into the Facebook ad at 2 p.m. We don't want to text them at midnight, which would be 10 hours later. We want to get in contact with them at 10:15 a.m. the next day. So it's going to wait 10 hours, which kind of covers all our bases, right? Like even if they opt in at, midnight, then it's going to wait 10 hours and it's going to send them another 10:15. And if they opted in at 2 a.m., they'll get this 30-minute one, and then they won't get another one until the next day, which is fine. And we'll be following up with them in that time as well. And then we just keep going, guys. We just keep going all the way. And what's cool here is you can see that there's a couple leads on each one of these. And we keep sending them stuff for 10 days. And then we wait a week and we send them another one. And then we wait 14 days and we send them another one. Then we wait 34 days and we send them another one, 56 days, and then we send them another one. So we just keep following up. You never know when people are going to respond. That's how workflows work. Pretty cool, right? Now, I showed you how to get leads into HighLevel through Facebook Messenger, which, by the way, you would just come here to settings, integrations, integrate the Facebook account, and then all Facebook messages and Instagram messages will populate inside of conversations here. But there's also a couple other ways that we help our clients get people in the door. And one of them is the website chat widget that HighLevel allows you to have. Another one is Google My Business messaging. And then there's also 3 others we don't use as commonly, but that I'll show you real quickly because a lot of people will use them. So if we come here to sites and chat widget, you can see that we can customize what's going on with this chat widget, what it looks like, what it says. And then I can just click get code, and I can copy this code and paste it into the code of my website. And this is what it's going to look like when it populates, or once it comes up. You'll see it over here in the corner. So you can see, hi there, I have a question, text this here. They click here, they can message in. And then when that person messages in, guess where it's going? It's going to the conversations dashboard inside of HighLevel. Pretty cool. We're going to be able to talk to that person, call them. Ton of really high quality leads coming through that. And it's a service that people pay, $50 to $100 a month just for the chat widget on their website. All right, then the next way that we get people in is actually Google My Business messaging. So let's say I'm on my phone, I come here and I type in orthodontist near me. There's gonna be a few different options that pop up, and some will have the option to actually message the business from Google Maps, which is cool in and of itself, right? Let me show you a quick picture of what that looks like. Just like this, you can click message and then you can send them a message, and if the company responds to you or is using it, then they'll respond to you. But what's cool is the lead from that is also going to go, guess where? Inside the conversations dashboard in HighLevel, where your team or your client can follow up with them, actually book them. Again, a ton of high quality leads coming through that channel. Now, there are 3 other main ways that you could get people inside of HighLevel. One is setting up funnels with forms on them. So if I come here to this one, we don't really use this, but it's just inside our snapshots just in case we want to use it. If I preview this, I could send someone here from a Facebook ad. I could integrate a form in here. They would type in the form, and then guess what? I can also set up a workflow that will send them automated texts, and I can get it to show up in the conversations dashboard. All of that awesome stuff that I just showed you with workflows. The second way is Facebook lead forms. So inside of our automations here, if I wanted to, send someone down this same workflow here, I could come to lead form submitted, Facebook lead form submitted. If you don't know what Facebook lead forms are, this is what happens. You click on an ad and then it just asks for your information natively within Facebook. So you can integrate that with GoHighLevel and then send them down a workflow afterwards as well. And then the last way to get leads inside HighLevel is actually to manually upload them. So you can come here to contacts and then click import contacts, come in here, upload your file, put all kinds of tags, etc. that you want. And then you could send them a text to reactivate people. It doesn't work well in every single niche. We don't actually do that. But inside the med spa niche, for example, if you're like sending out a text for a 25% off, I don't know, Botox or lip fillers or something, it would do really well because people come and then they get that again. And then they come back to your business over and over again. So if you can reactivate them, super smart. And it's really easy inside of HighLevel. Once you've uploaded those, you would just come select which ones you want. You would click add to campaign or workflow, and then you would select which one you want them in, and then it would send them those texts automatically. Very, very cool. Awesome. Like hands down, the best software in the world. I hope you can see that. All right, we're nearly done. I just got to show you a couple more things. If we come here to conversations, let's say that this person we were talking with decides that they want to book. What would we do? How would we actually schedule them? Well, you'd come in here to book appointment, and then you can see I can select the location. This client has 2 locations in here, and then I would select the time zone and then the slot and the day that I want to schedule them for. So once that's done, guys, it's going to send them this workflow, which is appointment confirmed. Appointment status is confirmed with this location. It's going to send the office a notification. It's going to add a contact tag. It's going to remove some tags. So the tag is going to be appointment booked. It's going to remove cancellation, disqualified, or no-show if those were ever on there. It's going to remove the opportunity, remove from all workflows, and then it's going to create a new opportunity and set them in the appointment set stage, which again, if we'd come here, it would just be inside here instead of inside opt-in or conversation. Then it's going to send them a text that says, perfect, your appointment to meet with the doctor is at this time. Here's our address. Here's how you save this to Google Calendar, save it to Outlook, or please reply Y to confirm. And then depending on if they reply Y to confirm or not, then we'll go through this whole thing of where we reschedule it, have all these automations set up. So pretty sweet. Great. Now let's talk about opportunities. To first understand opportunities, we have to go to pipelines and settings. So you can see we have the all leads pipeline here. And this is how I set up each one of those individual stages that you see inside of the opportunities dashboard here. So, woo, look at all that. And then you can also see that you can toggle off or on inside of the dashboard, whether you show the stages distribution or whether you show the funnel chart. We have the funnel chart disabled altogether, as I mentioned earlier. Then you can also delete a section from here and make whether the funnel chart is visible or the pie chart is visible. So if you were doing this with whatever type of client you're working with, you would create a system that works for them, that makes sense for the stages that somebody goes through before they become a client, or the bad stages that they might fall into here, like cancellation, no-show, disqualified, all that kind of thing. And then we just set up automations to take people from opt-in. So you know how they get into opt-in? If they reply to us at all or answer any phone call, then they're going to move to conversation. If they get an appointment set, they'll move to appointment set. And then after that, it's up to the client or the person doing the follow-up to move them into each one of these. And they can also move them, like if I grab this one, you'll see, and I move it to 1, that would increase the conversion rate here on the dashboard, which is, you know, important for the client, as we know. But if we just want to see, you know, the stages distribution, how many people are closed, how many people started treatment, we can see them right here. Cool. I promised I'd show you how to add staff in here. So you just come in here. If you needed to add a member of the team of this particular orthodontic office, you'd come in here, put in their name, email, set their password, and then you can also allow them access only to a few things. So typically we only allow them access to opportunities and pretty much the conversations dashboard, like that's it. And the dashboard as well, where they can see their ROI, because that's all they need to do. You don't want to confuse them. Once you do that, you'd click save. It'll send them an email. If it doesn't send them an email, you just send them the credentials and they can log in themselves, which is very cool. Then you can also see that the custom menu links are right here still, so they can click from there if they want to. And just a couple more things that we do use, the reputation management here. You can set up specific messages to come out with your review requests, whether they come from text or email, or you're putting a little widget on their website for them. And then if you come here, you can send an individual review request here. So you do this, then you put in their information, send them that invite. So you can specifically request a single person. If you'd like to send it to more people, then you do exactly what we did before inside contacts. You'd select however many people, and then you'd add them to a campaign or workflow, which would be a review request campaign or workflow to get them started. Those review request campaigns can be super helpful for a lot of clients who want more reviews on their Google My Business. It could be a really good quick win for them. So that's why we do that. All right, then the last thing I want to show you guys is if you come here to settings and you come to domains, this is how you would add a domain to use in a funnel. You come here, set up your DNS settings. This is a completely separate topic. Maybe we can cover it in another video someday. But what you would do is buy a domain, or set up a subdomain for that client. So like go.smithorthodontics.com, for example, and then you'd point it to this with a CNAME. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Just look up another video when you get to that point. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning into this video. This is how I use HighLevel. This is why it's so useful. It helps us keep clients so much longer. It makes following up with patients so much easier. Prospects are a lot easier to close in this way, and we're super grateful. I'm personally super grateful for HighLevel, and I'm grateful for you watching this video. So if you liked it, join HighLevel through my affiliate link. Don't even like the video or comment. I mean, unless you want to. So anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.